Hey everybody, what's going on out there? This is Z-Dog, so I want to remind everybody to follow the instructions of updating the terms of service for the game, which is really interesting because I've never seen this personally. To continue playing, you need to confirm that you have read and agreed to terms of service and policy. So there's a lot here. So allow cookies. Of course, I love cookies. DECA Live Operations and DECA Games Terms of Service. Last revised on March 31st. Area of application. These terms of use apply to all of the game provided a company. DECA means the DECA Live Operations Game Hub. Yeah, Berlin, Germany, guys. That's where it's located out of, so we understand that. The user contractual partner is the company which provides the game that the user makes use of, right? That's us making use of their game, which is modified or mentioned at the moment the contract is concluded, and which is also mentioned in the legal notice of the website for the game in question, respective company providing the respective game hereinafter, DECA, we, us, our. In terms of use, the user of these games is referred to as user, users, or you. The game. All right, so this is pretty simple. The game purpose of the terms of use are all of the online games, browser games, mobile games, and any other digital offers of games for any or and devices, PCs, smartphones, tablets, connected devices such as streaming or set-top boxes, whatever that is, and smart TVs. Well, there you go. The games may also include, where necessary, and additional services, much virtual currency. Okay, that's talking about that. The function change the game. DECA objects to the validity of the general terms and conditions of users. Any general term or conditions of the user become integral part of the agreement only if DECA provides its express consent to them in writing. I don't even know what that means. DECA may arrange competitions, tournaments, sweepstakes, and other special promotions within the games. These may be subject to separate provisions that the user will not be referred to if required. I don't know what that means either. Additional game rules for the participation requirements and communication rules. The terms of service refer to game rules of the respective games are published on the website or in the games. By accepting these game rules within signing up to a game, you accept bindingly these game rules. If these terms of use of game rules are contradictory, these terms of use supersede the game rules unless the game rules provide specifically for a priority ranking toward the terms of use. Wow, that's a lot, guys. DECA can utilize the services independent of third parties for the games. Third-party service such as app stores. No third-party service are provided by third parties upon instruction of DECA. Third-party services are not provided by DECA. DECA or the third party will identify these services in a suitable manner. Any issue connection with the third-party services are not affected by these terms. of use, DECA shall not be responsible for third-party services. Third-party services are potentially subject to the provider's general terms and condition, the user's contractual partner, or for third-party services is third-party. Yeah, you got all that? Good gravy, man. All right, everybody likes a little good gravy. Application for mobile devices and tablets and smartphones or connected devices, apps, are generally not directly provided by DECA, but by third-party providers, app stores. A separate user account and user in respective app store may be necessary for the purposes of game stores, high scores, and achievements, accomplishments, or in-app purchases. What that's talking about is like Google Play Store has points that you can earn for like purchases, or there's even another one for your games that are set up to go onto your phone. There are certain phone settings that allow you to earn level points for games that you play. And that's pretty much what that's talking about. Click an accept button, register for an account to use any of your game. Clicking an accept button indicating your acceptance. They will present to you. You agree that these terms of use shall bind you legally. If you do not agree to these terms of use, you must not use the respective game. In other words, if you don't agree to it, don't play the game. Otherwise, you're legally bound to abide by the rules. We offer games only to consumers, and your use is limited to non-commercial purposes. It is prohibited to use our games for commercial purposes. Any participation in a game is for entertainment purposes only. In other words, you cannot use their games or anything inside their games to earn money. That's what you're saying. You just can't make money off of it. They have a what do they call that? It's the contractual clause. It's the copyright. We recommend that you keep a copy of these terms of use for your future reference. Now you can find your terms of service, and you can find the game rules as well inside of the game settings as well, guys. So they reserve the right, the term of use at any time effective in the future, provided this seems necessary and it does not affect you or your rights under the principle of equity and good faith. In particular, any changes in the legal and statutory environment, gaps in the regulations to be closed, or technical advancements may require a change of these terms of use. Moreover, any new court decisions constitute a change in legal situation. Any changes and advancement of our games may necessitate. Wow, what a word. Haven't used that word in a long time. A change or an amendment to these terms of use. Guys, there's just a lot that they want you to go through. All right, so you must be at least 16 years of age to play this game. You can go to support DECA Games. If you're not, you must provide DECA with written parental or legal guardian consent to enter into these terms. Yep. All right. We are entitled to request at any time written proof of your legal age or with written consent. Now, my question is, how do they actually? I mean, if you're all the way across the world, how do you plan on doing that? That's crazy. The conclusion of the agreement: in order to use game, you must register for an account with us. and provide certain information about yourself as prompted by the game sign-in login page. Or that what they're saying is like age verification, like how old are you, when's your birthday, blah blah blah. They always do that every time you set up a new account here. You agree that you have no ownership or priority interest in your account. Uh, you're saying that whatever your account is, you're not like claiming the rights. You're not claiming the rights to it. That you're just using their product to have fun. You're not actually owning whatever it is that you design, though it is still pretty well yours. But yeah, the registration information submit to truthful, accurate, and complete. If you're for any reason any of submit becomes untruthful, inaccurate, or incomplete, you agree that you will update that information of your account. Blah blah blah. It says the DECA requesting documents to prove your identity, such as personal ID card. DECA is entitled to make the creation of an account subject to verification. This is to keep underage children in check, I imagine. There's a lot of these things going around worldwide, especially in Europe. They are passing laws for children under certain ages not to have internet access. And that's to keep predators from being able to get a hold of them. And, that protect the children, man. I'm not going to be against that. By sending your registration, you send an offer to include user agreement. Yep. Yep. You're going to give them your personal information so they can verify your age and who you are. Okay. In addition, the acceptance can expressly confirm outside the confirmation of receipt or by the first deed of performance by us. There is no entitlement to the conclusion of any agreement. I'm sorry, that's funny. You can delete your account at any time for any reason, either in the game where available or by email. You can text them like, I want my account to be closed. You are responsible for maintaining the confidentiality of your account login information, including your username and password. You must not share your account login information with any third party. Accordingly, you are responsible for all activities that occur under your account or through the use of your username or password, including the purchase of virtual currency. That means don't be purchasing stuff where everybody else can see it. All of that personal information, they're not responsible for. You are. You let your personal information out there. They are not responsible for what you let the world know. This is just basically saying that be sure that whatever names that you use doesn't have a copywritten attachment to it. So be sure that you're not violating or stealing names that belong to other people under copyright laws. This is just saying where you can change your account information if it needs to be changed. If something should go wrong, you may not use anyone else's account or permit anyone else to use your account for any reason at any time. You agree that DECA will not be liable to you for any of the loss or incur result of someone else using your account. Yep, that makes sense. A lot of people do that to hack. Really, that is how a lot of people do it. They will literally give their information out. And this is protecting DECA so that they're not responsible for anybody using other people's information to hack the systems. And believe me, you don't want to go to Berlin, Germany to settle a dispute. Trust me. That's a long drive on a boat. Oh my goodness, that's talking about legal fees. You are prohibited from transferring account to third parties, not to share it. And if you culpably violate your contractual duties under the Section 4, then DECA is entitled to block the access to your account by blocking or suspending the account. The provisions of the Section 411 do not limit the termination right of DECA, particularly the right to determine effective immediately in accordance with the Section 5 and 16. In addition, they do not limit the right of DECA to exercise virtual grant of licenses, guys. So there's a lot. There's a lot. So basically, they're saying, like, we own this shit. No, sorry. We own this. And don't violate the rules or they're going to come after you, basically. Your rights to use our games is subject to restrictions listed below. Not to use our game for any commercial purpose or for any purpose that is fraudulent or otherwise unlawful. Don't use their game to advertise for something that is particularly for you, like if you're trying to sell something, you can't use their game or anything in their games to like sell a car or something like that. Yeah, you can't do that. Not to interfere with the operations of fair play of the games and to comply with the acceptable use of policy. Not to copy the whole or any part of our games except where such copying is incidental to the normal use of the game for its intended purpose or where it is necessary for the purpose to backup or operational security. Not to reproduce, republish, reuse, upload, post, transmit, or distribute any content presented in or provided by our games, including without limitation to public commercial purposes, including any text, image, audio, and video. I wonder what that means. That almost sounds like you can't record stuff and make videos about their game. I don't know. Not to rent, lease, submit, license, loan, distribute, timeshare, translate, merge. I think this is like selling DECA games stuff to other people. Not to make alterations to modifications. That means do not go in and try to hack the game and change things of the game, which people have done. Not to disassemble, decompile, reverse engineer, derive any code, algorithms. Yep, that's what we're talking about. Not to sell, to resell, link, or to exploit, provide otherwise making available. Not to remove any copyright, trademark. So you'll see in some of my videos I do a DECA that I have copyright on the bottom. And that's because if they have music in there, that belongs to them solely, and it's copyright. And it's pretty well simple, guys. It's pretty well simple. That's a lot to go through. Don't try to hack their game. Don't try to hack their servers. They are obviously putting up walls so they can catch people. Into user content. So that's pretty simple, guys. Just go through there. Make sure you read it because there's a lot of stuff. Do not. The privacy policies, December 20. See, I never actually got any of this stuff, but yeah, this is personal stuff. So downloading, installing games, starting game login files, player account, account creation and processing of account data, Facebook logins. This gives you permission to Google Play game services, Apple sign in. They've got a lot of player stuff here. Steam login. I don't know what that is. Amazon Games login. See, there's a lot of these things. I don't know. I'm guessing some of this is tablet stuff. And then there's also computers and stuff like that. People play on VK Play login. And then we got worldwide technology going on here. Samsung login. See, these must be all of the different devices. So yeah, go down through there. This is your terms of service. Not bad. In-app payment. That'll give you all of the stuff you need to know about that. Like I said, we could definitely find all that stuff inside of the DECA. So let's go back here to the main page. So in order for me to be able to keep on playing, it doesn't say I can't make videos. It just says I can't use their content to make money without their permission. I have to have written. So if I go in and I like sign up and make money on YouTube, DECA has the right to make money off of the content that I have. Or they could even take me to court and say, well, he's copywriting what we have to make money. So that's really simple. So we're going to agree this. So you can go right here. Privacy policy should be where it's at. And you can come in here and you could type in what it is that you're looking for. And most of all the stuff that you need is actually inside of here. If you need rules, let's see, like player rules. Should be able to just player rules and everything. See, there's like 331 results for the player rules. And so you can just go down through there. Everything that you need. And then even in fact, it takes you straight there as well. And if you do need to contact them, you can contact them through that. Choose your game, which is Dragon Veil. And just go down through and do your main thing, guys. It's really just that simple. So good grief, it seems a lightning dragon is running amok in the server room. Please wait a moment. So that's how it is, guys. That's how it is. Until next time, this is Z-Dog. Be sure to read all that stuff.